Hi, welcome to my channel, Wbma, or What Burns My Ass. I'm your host, Mark Wiggins. I released a video 2 days ago. It was kind of the reboot of my channel. I misspelled it on purpose with two E's because just to say how many times I redid the video over and over and over again. I am not perfect at this. Matter of fact, I don't even really like the way the green screen came out on that video. I'm discovering, and a lot of people who get into YouTube and have to do their own editing will discover it's not an easy thing to do, especially if you're doing green screen like me. I did this because I don't have a gorgeous house behind me, and I also like to put scenic stuff that people like to watch in my video. I think that makes it a little more interesting. So that's kind of why I went with green screen, and that's what I have. But in my video, I'm being boycotted, I think, a little bit. I put it out a couple days ago. Only 36 people watched, they say watched it. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm an independent thinker, and I can't stand Joe Biden. I think he was a terrible president. I think, and even if he didn't have the bad debate the other day, I still wouldn't vote for him. And I don't like Donald Trump either, which I mentioned before, for a whole series of reasons. But if I had to make the choice for the welfare of this country, it would have to be Donald Trump. Now, I'm in the ballpark that a lot of African Americans are in this country, that there's still a belief that if you're black, or you have to vote Democrat. And a lot of people are feeling betrayed because a lot of people are voting for Trump. And that's not true. I think people are starting to think for themselves. They don't have to follow the crowd. I'm constantly posting on Facebook about people being lemmings. Everybody will follow each other off the cliff. I think most of California is full of lemmings because we have a horrible governor, and there was a chance to get him out. There was a recall vote, and people voted him back in, and now he's making even worse decisions than he did before the recount. He even wants to tax every Californian for every mile they drive every year, on top of their ridiculous registration fees that we pay on our cars in this country. And yet we keep getting people in the state, especially gay people, voting for Gavin Newsom. I don't get it. I am stumped. I go on facts. I don't go on feelings. I don't follow the crowd. And because I'm gay, I don't think I have to follow what the gay people are voting, who they are voting for. I think for myself. I'm independent. I am not entirely right wing, and I am not entirely left wing. I am an independent thinker, and that kind of ticks people off. A lot of people think that if you don't believe the way they do, you are betraying them, or you're stupid, or you're an idiot, or you have no idea what you're talking about. And that's not always true. It's not true. And I want to be friends. Even if you disagree with me, tell me in the comments. That's the whole point of being on YouTube, is to have a discussion and have a community. But I want this channel to be able to make a difference. I want to compel people to do write in protests and write their senators and have laws changed and ask for amendments. I want to make this channel as popular as Joe Rogan. I wish. It would be great. It'll probably never happen, but even if I got a percentage of what that man has, I'd be thrilled. And so I don't think people really understand who I am. I think the second if I say that I don't hate Donald Trump and I would choose him over Joe Biden, instantly I'll get people will just click right off. They don't want to hear anything more from me. I'm insane. I'm stupid. They're just one track mind. There's no, think for yourself. Listen to what I have to say. And if you still disagree with me, let me know in the comments. And then we can discuss it. If you prove me right, I will take your name off of the comments, and I will tell that, Joe Smith said to me, this is not true about January 6th. And he gave me the facts, and I looked it up, and he was 100% right. Oh my God, I was foolish to think that. I am willing to do that. I am somebody who will take responsibility for the wrong behaviors. And I don't think people understand that. A lot of people can't do that for themselves, so that they'd be shocked that I'd be willing to do that. And I'm me. And if you got to know me personally, I consider myself one of the most honest people I know because I don't ever lie. And if I do, it's probably a white lie to save your feelings. But I try to even not to do that. Matter of fact, that most people say I'm a little too blatantly honest. So, and that doesn't make people very happy at all. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, that dress makes you look fat. Whatever, something like that. That's who I am as a person. So, and that's a matter of fact, I think you're going to see the difference between this and the last video because I'm going to be a little bit jovial. I'm getting more confident, and my channel is just going to get better from here. And I hope people see that. That's the whole point. I was going to do a video on Alejandro Mayorkas because that man is, I don't understand how in this country that man still has a job and isn't up on charges for what he is doing to this country. To let 10 million people unvetted into the country is insane. And yet nobody's doing anything about it. And they try to impeach him. I don't even understand how the Democrats can support what is going on. They're more concerned with getting electors than they are with the safety of our country. And I just don't understand that. Now, I don't want this to be a discussion about immigration. This is more of a discussion about critical thinking, thinking for yourself and deciding what are the best decisions. How can anybody in this country, even if you feel sorry for these people coming across the border, how can you risk the sovereignty of our nation for that? What they should be doing, and I said this a while ago, a long time, I've been saying this for years, they should open massive offices on the Mexican side of the border. I think they should build the wall, and they should be huge, massive warehouse size offices to let everybody sign up for a work permit that wants to work in this country. That way, when they come over here, they don't have to constantly look over their shoulder for immigration to come in and bust them because they're here legitimately. And then on top of that, for California and the federal government, that turns into revenue. This is how I think. Okay, this is critical thinking. It's not being not discompassionate or compassionate because I don't want 10 million people running across the border. I understand why people come here. I'm an American. Okay, I understand living in a country of freedom where you can speak your mind like I am right now, where you can get a job and make a living. But nowadays, actually, making a living in this country has become a lot more difficult. And I'm going to get into more in the future of where I am in my career, my life, and why I'm financially where I am. Because I want to be honest with people. I can relate to 90% of the Americans. Like I said in the other, I have no pending retirement. I've never paid a lot of taxes because I spent most of my life working for myself. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Like, for one, the problems with workplaces and sexual harassment laws and people just backstabbing you and talking behind your back at your jobs. And look at how many people are good at their jobs and lose them for ridiculous reasons because all our states, 90% of our states, including California, New York, are at-will states. People are not comfortable in their lives anymore. That's what my channel is about, is I want people to be comfortable again. Like I said in the other video, the way our world works, the real MAGA, not what Donald Trump is promising. The real MAGA is when corporations pay people enough to live on one income, probably in a household, to pay the bills, to put money away for your kids' education, put money away for retirement, go on vacations, go buy your kids Christmas presents, Christmas, holidays, birthdays, enough money to do all those things. When I was a kid, I had all those great toys, Tinker Toys and Lincoln Logs, because my dad was part of trickle-down economics. My dad worked for Xerox out of Vietnam. That is trickle down. He didn't get the drip. He got the trickle. The problem with Republicans is they're supporting the 1%, and they are taking all the money. And we're giving us drips, and they think we should be happy. And now we're all being distracted by our cell phones and technology, and we're not seeing the forest for the trees. This is why our country is going down. It's our economy is the way it is. There are so many people like me that have worked their lives hard out there. I'm a conscientious worker. I work hard. I can fix anything. I could do anything. I could run a corporation. I think I'm smart enough. I could run any corporation. You give me I'm a problem solver. I could do it. I think I'm that intelligent. Maybe I'm delusional, but I don't think I am. I can do anything. I have that kind of smarts. I took a broken computer for the first time in my life and I rebuilt it. Never had an experience doing it. And eventually, when I started talking to technicians on the phone, troubleshooting the problems with the computers, they said, well, did you try this? I'm like, yes. Did you try that? I said, yes. Did you try this? Yes. Did you try this? I said, yes. Then they said, did you? I said, by the way, I also tried this, this, and this, and this. And the technician got quiet. He goes, I didn't even know you could do that. So obviously, it turned out to be a physical problem with the computer. But the point is that's the type of person I am. I can figure things out, and I see the flaws that most people don't. Do I think I'm a genius? No, I'm just good at figuring things out. And if you get to know me, you'll see that too. So I want to change the world. That's how excited I am about this channel. I want you to like me. I want to like you. I want to have discussions. I want things to work. And I'm tired of all this. I can't even describe it. Hatred towards everybody that doesn't think the way you do. It's a shame. It's making our country dysfunctional. It's got to stop. It just does. Listen, people, I'm an American. You're an American. I'm an American that I use my turn signal because I don't want to be rude. Okay, I don't pull out in front of somebody just because they can and they have to slam their brakes, even though I got out. It doesn't make it right. I'm somebody who will hold the door still open for somebody else if it's not an automatic door. I say please and thank you, and I don't walk in front of people and not say excuse me. I talk to people. I talk to cashiers. I acknowledge they're human beings. I do the same thing with waiters. I'm an extrovert. I like to make people feel human, and I like to help people. And that's what I want my channel to do. Is I want to open people's eyes to the facts, and I don't hate the Democrats either. I just understand them, and I don't like the Republicans because I don't understand some of the things they do. I mean, I don't dislike. I think they're both just dysfunctional, and I said that before. So I hope I can help other people see the way I do. That life isn't binary. Well, hey, we're back at the woke crap. Non-binary. Yes, it's non-binary. Political beliefs are not binary. That's why you say we need a moderate party because we're reining the two binaries in. And that just makes sense. Look at other countries that have more than one party, more than two parties. England and France. I mean, it's insane that we only have two. And they're just two petulant children that beat the crap out of each other and hate each other's guts. That's not going to change anything. I said this before, swinging the pendulum all the way to the right, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. We want the pendulum in the middle, but we're never going to get there. Keep doing the things we're doing. All right, so I don't want to keep going on because I don't want all my videos to be 20 and 30 minutes and an hour like my first video. First of all, people won't give you that kind of time, and again, this is maybe another secondary introduction video to who I am, and I want dialogue with everybody, and I want you to like me, and I want you to like my channel Wbma, because what burns my ass probably burns your ass too.